Evening, everyone. It's 7 minutes after 6 on Tuesday evening, December the 1st, and this is your closing comment. It's video number 537, and I remind you, if you like the work, please feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing, but it does support us. And also, by the way, we had another couple of great days in the futures again today, specifically cotton and the gold and platinum. And as you know, we are in the gold. So the chart on the screen is the same one that I started with this morning, which is the gold. This is the February gold, and we came down, as I pointed out this morning, right to the moving average here. This is the 50-day closing moving average, and we closed almost exactly on the top. I would expect there to be very little or any resistance all the way up to right around here, this 1847 to 1850 52 area. And we traded this. We had the GLD December 168 calls. We paid $1.90 for them yesterday, and we sold a third of them at $3.85, and we still own 2/3, and that's the way that we trade. There was a lot of action today. The market closed up 185 and change, or just under 0.2%, after being up 445 earlier in the day. There was a fair amount of profit taking, and it crossed all boundaries. I'll get back to the numbers in a second, but Moderna, which everybody has been following, one of the big vaccines, it has gotten a little bit ahead of itself, and it traded as high this morning as 178.5, and then it traded down to 130. It traded back up, and last price right now is 147.83. That's only down 4.80, but it's also $31 under the high of the day, which is a tough pill to swallow regardless. Okay, NASDAQ was the leader, up 1.28%, 156.77. The S&P was up about 55. It closed up 40.82, 1.1%. The Russell finished the day up 16 and change, 0.9%, and the transports closed up 43.57, up 0.3%. A great deal of that was FedEx, which closed at a new all-time high today. Some of the less fortunate were Zoom, which this morning I told you had earnings yesterday, which beat both top and bottom, but some rise in costs, and the stock had traded from 478 to 428 and was trading at 442 this morning. Unfortunately, that 434.99 turned out to be the high during regular hours, and it traded all the way down to 401.72, and the last is 403.75, and that's down 74.5, or 15.6%, and that was pretty ugly. CRM, which is Salesforce.com, did two things today. They reported earnings with a beat both top and bottom line, and they also announced their acquisition of Slack, which is a work from anywhere deal. Very popular, and CRM's stuff is very popular. So the two of them together actually looks like they could make a pretty serious dent in the market leader for this kind of stuff. And, we'll see how it works. That number one in that space is Microsoft. Pfizer today, 39.41, up $1.10 on the approval in Europe of their vaccine. Micron issued new and better guidance. 6708 up 299 or 4.7%. We had some economic numbers. The ISM, which was 57 and a half, that is expansion above 50, and below 50 is contraction. So 57.5 is still positive, but it was down from last month's 59.3. Same with the PMI. This one was 56.7, and that was down. And surprisingly, the PMI last month was 59.3, just like the ISM. So we had a little bit of downward pressure there. I just want to go over a couple of things here and show you. Now, we've seen the gold, and in point of fact, we are also in the platinum. And what's been interesting in the platinum, like right now, the gold is down $2, silver is basically unchanged, platinum is up. Today, with the gold up 34 and change, platinum, I believe, was up a shade over 40. And there seems to be a shortage of physical platinum and palladium. And you can see this is what the platinum's been doing. And when you look at it with the gold is, essentially down here and starting back up. This never got below this 840, 850 area and has been very strong. I mean, we're talking about, coming back towards all-time highs, or recent highs in this one. All-time highs in this is dramatically further along. All-time highs here is actually 2308. What's interesting about the platinum and the gold is that platinum used to be higher than gold always. And then they switched from platinum for catalytic converters for autos to palladium. I mean, minuscule amounts of it, but necessary in the manufacture. And palladium assumed the lead. But as far as metals go, the platinum has a way to go, but you can be pretty sure that if we close above this area right here of 1046, 1050, 1035, if we can go through that, we have a clear shot at 1500 or higher. Another one that I want to show you, because it also bears on all commodities, but this one, the metals in particular, and that is the US dollar index, which we've been bearish on for a while. I've been showing you the chart now for a year, and this is the long-term chart. I really don't need this one. Let's just go that way. And as you can see, this has been the move down for since, let's see, what's the date there? That's March. We came down, we looked like we were trying to bottom, made a rally to a lower top, came back down, tested the low, started back up, and just couldn't do it. And it broke this 92 the day before yesterday. And as you can see, we're 91.29. In order to have a better view of what that is, we go all the way back here to September. And then if you look back, these are low prices. These are prices we haven't seen in a while. This is the 2018 bottom between 88.5 and about 91. It looks like that's what we're probably going to test. All right, everyone, that's it for me. I'll be back first thing in the morning. And don't forget to hit like. And if you're interested in the futures, you ought to hurry up. And just get a hold of me. You know how to do it. Discord, email, etc. And I'll be happy to give you all the information. Have a good evening. I'll be back first thing in the morning.